Oof. Hello. Um. Well, in this video I want to talk about working with Juan Son. Um. If you don't know who he is, I think. I honestly think he is the best Mexican musician, and it's very funny because I really liked his music. Um, so to be able to work with him was great. Like it was and it is because we're still talking. It's a great honor, and I think the best thing is that what I get from it right now after we made our the first video of the song Amor Maicero, which you can see in the description, is that at the beginning I think I expected or I felt a great opportunity and almost excitement to work with somebody that I admired. It was I remember he told me that he was going to call me, and I was actually nervous because not so long ago, maybe a week before, I just heard his new song, and I was literally obsessed with it. I thought it was a very beautiful song. Like the song is called Laberinto, and I really liked it. So, but something weird happened that now we had the opportunity to collaborate, to help each other, and he liked the things that I did, and I of course like what he did. So it was, I think the first talk, it was very fun because there was like a switch in my mind, and it switched, and he stopped being the person that I admired for a moment, and he was just a person. And in this moment, he was just a person. We kind of started to communicate, and in my perspective, I think we have a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences. I think we have very similar backgrounds, but we come from kind of like different places, and we kind of like connect. And the most important thing is that I think we became good friends. So it's like amazing, and we just talk about a lot of things, and it's super fun, super great. I think that he has this dominion and this like super big sensibility and access to the spiritual part of music. I feel he has this connection, and I think he's very brave to show it. That's super cool, and I think that I have the same thing but visually. So when you put us together, it's just like I think it's a very interesting mix. That's what I think. But yeah, it was great. It was great. Juan, if you're looking at this, thank you. I love working with you. It's very fun. I love talking to you. Always talk like super interesting things, and very excited for the future. I will see this video in the future and be like, wow, we haven't done many things by then. But yeah. So I want to talk about the video a little bit because I think it's very interesting to have both sides. So you kind of have like one side which is a little bit more musical, and you have now you can have my side which is like visual and weird. Flood. The video has this kind of flood, and it's kind of like brought forward by a tiger, and I think it's very beautiful. I've been working with AI for a while. My artworks are 3D, but just on the sides I've been like working and trying to play with AI, And I've always seen that a lot of people start to make like weird AI videos. Mostly they create videos that are kind of like disturbing, videos that are scary, or maybe even memes. But I've never really seen like videos that really try to consciously be beautiful. And I think that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to 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 make this companion to the music, and I thought the music was very happy but melancholic at the same time, and very romantic. So I wanted the video to also be that. And for me, water is this sense of change, a sense of movement, and it has this kind of duality, right? Which most of the things have, like light and water. They are positive symbols, but if you have them in excess, then they become bad. You drown in water, right? If you drink enough water, you intoxicate yourself. Or in light, like light can make you see in the dark, but too much light will blind you. So that's this ironic part is very beautiful for me. And this flood is just very symbolic. This water taking over everything. It's like kind of beautiful, because water also purifies. Water takes the bad things away. But too much water can also kill you. So it's kind of like this weird balance for me, and I thought we showed it quite well. And it was very interesting because I think that AI knows, kind of manages water the best out of a lot of things that it can manage. There's something in the way that it moves that I think it's easily recognizable, and it's chaotic and organized in the same way that AI can kind of like dwell into its essence. So that's fun. And I think this water kind of pushes you to save what's most important for you, and makes you realize what's not. So there's like a scene in the video where you kind of see like this, I don't know, maybe like an office man or a CEO or something, and he's just like in his apartment looking at the window, and everything is kind of like flooded. And it's just very powerful because, like, if you get everything, like if you buy all of the things and you spend all your money on material stuff, then losing it kind of like breaks your heart. But if you don't really value, if you value more humans or relationships, friends, emotions, etc., then you would try to save them, right? So it's kind of this powerful image of a tyrant looking at how their kingdom is falling down. You know, like it's sad because he still cares. And then you see like the hero, and the hero looks at the same thing fall, but the hero sees like, you know, like evil is falling, you know, like now we will build something new, now we will build something good. Yeah. Tigers are very powerful animals. Very powerful. It's very interesting. And also, for me, I have a very weird relationship with Mexico. I am Mexican, but I've always had this problem of feeling that I don't belong. I lived in many places. I had my childhood was in partly in the United States, partly in Mexico. I also lived in England. So I have this kind of weird thing in my brain, and I lost a lot of traditional things that many Mexicans know that I don't have. So my relationship with Mexico is weird, And if you see my artworks, they don't have this Mexican seed in it. I think they have a more kind of European influence. And I mean, I also lived in Russia for a few years, so that could affect it. And this song and the video, I think it was interesting for Juan and me, because it was one of the most Mexican things we have done. And it was kind of a way of both of us kind of giving a step forward into the darkness of Mexico. And I think it ended like that because we have a very different perspective of Mexico than other people. We see it from the outside because we have been able to go around places and to feel and to see other types of people and cultures. So being able to see Mexico like that, I think if a Mexican, well, I'm not Mexican, I think if like a super 100% Mexican would do the video, then it would end up like totally different. Or if a 100% Mexican would do music, it would end up totally different. So I think that's the magic of this video. I think it's, I don't know if Juan feels the same, but I think it's kind of like a view of two outsiders that are of the same place. Like two people who were born there but who moved around, who can see it from the outside. And that gives a very interesting perspective. At least that's what I think. So overall, it was super cool. I hope this video was fun or interesting for people who want to know about the way we collaborated. We didn't really fight over ideas or something. I would just like make a thing and I would explain like what I wanted to say about this, and then he would come and he would be like, yeah, okay, I get it. So what about this? And he would send like ideas, and I'll be like, no, yes, no, yes. And then I would be like an idea to him, and he would be like, no, what this, what about that? And it's very interesting because I am a person who doesn't really change his mind a lot. I have to have this connection to the other person or kind of have the same ideas, and I think things just flew. Things went very well, and it went super smooth, and we created something that to be able to create like physically like real would cost a lot of money, like actors, cameras, food, transport, and everything. So I'm very proud of it. And if you think that it's weird because it's AI, I don't know what to say, but I would say that I don't feel that anything physical has inherent good or bad. Well, maybe most of the things are inherently good, and then they could be like turned into bad. So the thing about AI being bad, I don't really connect with it. I feel it's just something material that can be used for good and for bad. And it's not going away, but at least I intended to use it to show beauty or to tell stories that actually matter, to show the human soul, and to connect with people, with people's souls. Like when you hear the song, when you see the video, I want you to feel something, or we want you to feel something. We want you to connect with it. We want you to see maybe your past there. All the comments that were in the video were very beautiful. So that's what I want. That's what I want with AI. That's what I want with my art, and probably that's what Juan wants with his music too. As artists, we are kind of messengers, and we are expressing these things, these abstract spiritual things into more material things. We like the intermediary between these two things, and we want to, in Plato's terms, we want to show you the what's outside of the cave. And so I hope that you come out with us, and that you enjoyed the video or anything. If you have any questions, just, you know what to do. Bye.